Hey Sagittarius, I came today. Today is December 19th. Don't let the sun go down on me. I have a special message for you guys today. Whoa, maybe I do need to turn around because the sun is really this is my favorite song. Those that are traveling, I wish you guys safe traveling mercies and grace. Sometimes we going nowhere fast, Sagittarius. I wanted to let Sagittarius people know, or for those that are with Sagittarius people, I may have to turn around, y'all. This sun is like right in my eye. But I just had some messages for a lot of Sagittarius people that sometimes it was a message of protection. I feel like the angels have been dispatched this month. There's some peace, and this angel that just laid in my body, I woke up with so much peace, so much clarity. So what I want to say to some Sagittarius people is that, you know, for those that are just struggling and have been struggling and have been struggling and have been struggling and enduring and, you know, whether it's persecution or feeling alone or feeling lost or feeling afraid or feeling sad, sometimes we have to remember that that sun is killing me, y'all. Sometimes yeah, my face is extremely orange. Must be my camera sprint. Sometimes, you guys, we have to remember that in order to protect ourselves, we have to, whoa, that's a lot better. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I can see the orangeness. Sometimes, in order to protect ourselves, we have to do what we need to do. And whatever you guys decide to do to protect yourself, make sure that as you're protecting yourself, you do so by not allowing yourself to be bombarded. Now, sometimes we're bombarded with things and we can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Situations come about us. Some things in the universe, you know, sometimes God has a lesson or, you know, something for us to endure. I had a conversation with how we have to protect ourselves and not be so concerned. I know December, Sagittarius had compassion, having compassion for all. And so what I want to remind a lot of Sagittarius people is that it's okay to have compassion for others, even when you feel like you've been wronged, but not at the expense of yourself, okay? So that's one message for Sagittarius people. Protect yourself and don't have compassion for others at the expense of leaving yourself disrespected or not being protected. You know, you have to protect yourself no matter what. So also, for those that are dealing with relationships, I feel like there will be some pending marriages, either ending or beginning. There could be some renewal in people's marriages, and there could be some endings. And the biggest message that I got is that to thy own self be true. You know, sometimes we have to apologize to keep peace. Sometimes we walk away from situations to keep the peace. But the peace needs to be within you. You know, you have to have some peace within yourself in order to establish peace. Because sometimes other people that are involved with us, whether it's family or friends or even our own children, or, you know, people that we love that we're in relationships with or marriages with, we can't get them to give us that peace. You know, it's like we have to have peace for ourselves on peace within ourselves on how we want to deal with that situation. So sometimes whatever you need to do to get the peace, if it's just walking away, however you choose to deal with that to make sure that you have the peace, you are the most important person in that situation. You have to know that, and you have to remember that. It is not in God's will for us to be without it. Meaning, He gave you your life for you. So however you need to have peace, That's what you gotta have, right? And people come in to disturb our peace. Gotta find a way to get it. So if that means fight, fight. If that means walk, walk, okay? But I do feel like there will be some relationships that will be restored, and some that will just end if you have the peace and the understanding for you, not how to encourage the other person to help you come to some peaceful resolution. Make sure you get it for yourself. Make sure you get it for yourself so that you can have the clarity. You know how you just walk away from some things with a clean slate and you're not harboring any anger or guilt or, like I said, fear? That's when the peace comes in for you, when you get it for yourself. Also with money and finances, I got a message for some people that, damn. Don't you just hate when your straw split? I feel like some grandparents are going to be helping some Sagittarius people out, whether it's grandparents, you know, for those that are buying Christmas gifts and shopping and doing this and that and the other. I feel like some grandparents are going to come in and help a lot of Sagittarius people out with financial things. And if you don't understand that, for whoever that is for, I feel like the money is out there. I feel like it's surrounding you. So whether it's in your business, your job, that you're not getting it. A lot of people lose their jobs during the holidays. Some companies, excuse me, some companies go through overhauls for the new year. All kinds of stuff happens. So I feel like for Sagittarius, some Sagittarius people, you're going to be surprised that some people will step in and give you money or loan you money, or you may just get a gift out of nowhere, a financial gift. Even if it's like you pay for something and somebody gives you back the incorrect amount of change, you know what I'm saying? Or you find money. Unfortunately, people lose money, lose cards. Use your best judgment. If you feel like you want to give it back, give it back. But I'm getting that some people will get some unexpected blessings with money that they weren't expecting. And, you know, that's happened to me. I found money and I'll be looking around and I'll be like, oh my God, should I spend it? I'll feel guilty. It's never been a large sum amount. But, you know, I do feel like some people are finding backpacks full of money. I feel like people are getting money. Like, if you feel like, well, I don't have any grandparents, my grandparents died, I feel like some people may leave you something in a will. Somebody will have trust funds for people that you didn't even know. It don't have to be a grandparent, but I check up under the seats. You know how when the plane flight attendants tell you, you know, check your space before you leave? I feel like somebody's going to find something. Somebody's going to find something. And I also feel like this is going to be a time for those that have lost siblings, twins. I feel like people are going to be reunited with people that they didn't even know were looking for them. Or you could look for somebody that it could be a friend, it could be a sibling. I feel like this is a time that you will want to reunite with people that you've lost contact with, that for some people, those people didn't even know that you were thinking about them, or that you cared about them, or that you know, were looking for them. I feel like that's going to happen for some people. I feel like a lot of Sagittarius going into Christmas, you're going to have to allow yourself to just be present. Be present in your body. Be present spiritually, you know. Let the tears flow. You know, for those that have the tears, let them flow. Tears can be very healing and very cleansing. Also, I'm feeling like people that are sick or haven't been feeling well, a lot of people need to stop drinking if that's the case. A lot of people that have been on medications for things like depression, or just for anything, high blood pressure, cancer, I feel like those medications need to either, you know, be looked at to how they can be adjusted to properly help you. I feel like some people will just be throwing out the pills and the bottles, and they'll find some holistic way of healing themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then if you decide to go back to the traditional, you know, medication that's being given to you, I see people, you know, looking for acupuncture and just other ways to heal themselves. I also see people needing pets. You know, they say pets, you know, like therapy dogs, Something about thugs. I was about to say therapy thugs. I was about to say therapy thugs. Well, if you need that kind of healing, you know what I mean? Somebody could, woo, yes, yes, yes. Some of y'all, Sagittarius, some of y'all got some thug passion running through and all over your body. Yes, some of y'all might need to go ahead and get it in, get it going. Protect yourself, because I know I was talking about Sagittarius having a lot of issues with STIs and STDs possibly. So, you know, hey, undiagnosed or unknown illness, I do feel like there's a window period. There's a time frame for that, you know, at one point, you know, it was this and now it's that, and now it's becoming more apparent. Get those second opinions. You know, if you need those second opinions, get those second opinions, get those third ones, get those fourth ones. Lots of traveling. Jewelry, I feel like some people are renewing their wedding vows, and for some ladies and for even some men, because some Sagittarius, depending on who you are very giving people. Somebody getting some bling bling, somebody getting that flashy dashy that you've been expecting. Cars, I see some big gifts for a lot of Sagittarius people. And also those that are having trouble with their children, you know, kind of whining, like I said, don't worry about it. You know, your kids, you know, for those that are celebrating and like to do it big, your kids will get over it. You know what I'm saying? If they don't get what they thought they were going to get. And then again, you know, look for other people to step in and possibly help out, you know. Yeah, hair is going to be really important. You know, the horse in the mane, right? You know what I mean? Also, new homes for some people. Some people are moving. Some people are moving or wanting to move into new homes. Some people may need to stay with other people during a certain period of time before they make a transition. And I feel like, believe it or not, air signs may help you in that transition, and as well as other fire signs, I feel like will come and support you if you need to stay somewhere temporarily. And I'm also getting that some Sagittarius people need to spend some time in nature. Go hiking, go, you know, out into the woods. If you don't live in a mountainous area, you may know some people that do, so you may go visit some people that do, and that may be very helpful for you. Don't just respect yourself to respect other people. Demand your respect, ask for it, get it, make sure people get that you want it, and be compassionate, but most of all, be compassionate to yourself. Don't question or rethink too much when you know that you're not being treated fairly, or that, you know, you're not being treated in a manner that you want. It is okay to, those that are dealing with boundaries is what I'm getting. Some people that are dealing with boundaries. It is okay to put up your boundaries. And for those that have lawsuits pending, I feel like some lawsuits, some people will have some frivolous lawsuits coming towards them. They will be thrown out of court. Maybe people that own businesses, or just, you know, some petty litigation that could be happening. I don't think it's gonna stand. So you don't have to worry about that too much. A defamation of character came, and so that's kind of hard to prove. You have to, don't worry about it. In other words, Sag, don't worry about it. And I feel like those that are waiting for lawsuits, I feel like there's going to be litigation. There will be litigation, whether it's divorce. For some people, it will be, you know, extensive litigation. For other people, I feel like it's going to be like, just like that, you know what I'm saying, overdone, hit the gravel, because I feel like a lot of people, especially with custody issues and things of that nature, this has been ongoing. And so I feel like some people will have that verdict rendered, and it's just going to be quicker than what you expected. Two, if you in a situation where there's been 3 3's a crowd. You may be able to narrow that situation down to 2, which would be good for you if you're one of the 2. But let it be something that you want. And those that are wanting to be forgiven or asking for forgiveness, or someone has come to you and asked for forgiveness, Sagittarius, know that if you're the person and you want forgiveness, or if you're the person that are asking for forgiveness, make sure you're forgiving yourself. Make sure you sift through what you need for yourself, you know, so that regardless if the person is receptive to it or not, that you're all right with the situation. You know, don't let it be where you're waiting and you put yourself back in the catch-22 where you're like, oh my God, I sent the text and they haven't responded, or oh my God, it's been 3 days, or don't do that to yourself. If you know that you've put it out there and you've asked for it, and you center yourself and know that that's all that you want it to be known, that you want to be forgiven, don't go into battle with that person. Don't wait. They may never wait, but deal with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Deal with yourself on, am I still hurt? Am I still angry? Do I still need to cry? Do I still wait for it? Make sure that you don't allow somebody else to have access to how you decide that you want the forgiveness. Even if there's a small hope, if you feel like when you get ready to make that call or someone's made that call for you, make sure you center yourself, you know what I'm saying, with how you're sure. If you say, I forgive you, you know, it may not mean the complete reconciliation that you want, but make sure before you accept it or respond, or before you put it out there, that you are all right with it. Moving forward, I feel like there's going to be a lot of blind faith going on with Sagittarius. And so therefore, because it's going to be blind faith, you got to let what you don't see manifest itself, because it has to work out for your highest good. And even when it doesn't, you have to know that if you're still here, nothing stays the same. I heard a song, Change is Gonna Come. I don't know who that's by, but it's called Change is Gonna Come. It was a newer version. Somebody did an update version. That's why. But it's an older person that is doing that. But change is going to come. And, I mean, some people need to be in that silent change. Just do nothing. Do nothing. And even when you're doing nothing, things are working out. Things are working. Whether you think they're working for you or not working, things are working. So it's time to unload and release during Christmas. Be calm, be cool, be collected, and wait on it. You know what I mean? Your train's coming in. Y'all hear that train? I don't even know where I'm at that there's a train. I know where it's at, but it shouldn't be that close enough where I could hear it, but maybe so. Listen, you guys. I am Jupiter's Law. I understand, and I thank you, and I appreciate you. Sagittarius influence. The verdict's in.